Hi guys, so this is part 2 of reacting to my subscribers' cages. I'm so excited to make this video. I know you've all been waiting so long to see this, so here it finally is. First of all, I want to thank all of you who have submitted a cage. There were a lot of submissions, so sorry if yours was not included. I had to pick the photos that were most clear and bright. Of course, I hope that from this video you can get some inspiration for maybe your own cage if you're trying to put a chinchilla cage together. We'll see about, I think, 14 cages in this video, but please also remember that these are just my opinions. Of course, you don't have to listen to them at all. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, so this is the first cage. I love the color of your fleece. That green is such a bright and pretty color. Also, your cage is like super clean. I'm not sure if you just clean it or something, but it looks fantastic. You got a lot of toys in there, but there's also a lot of space for like jumping around, so that's very good. I love how you organize it. Overall, it's such a good cage. And yes, I do see that you have 3 chinchillas in there and they're so cute. Okay, so next up we got a Critter Nation cage. You did mention that this was a new cage, so you're getting more toys, hides and fleece. It's looking pretty good for starters, but there are a couple things that I would recommend. First of all, I do see that you have a dust bath at the top. I'm not sure if that's just because your chinchilla is taking a dust bath, but I would definitely not recommend you keep the dust bath in there, especially because that thing's made out of plastic. You don't really want your chinchilla to chew that. And of course, when you do get your fleece, I recommend that you cover up your ramps because that plastic can be dangerous to a lot of chinchillas. Okay, so this next cage is, oh my god, it's just crazy. It looks so good. There are 3 levels, like wow, your chinchilla must be living in heaven. I see that your top level is open so that your chinnies have more room to hop around, I guess. That's very creative of you. Your wheel looks good quality and your fleece pattern is so cute. I love it so much. Just there are so many things in your cage, but it looks so clean and organized at the same time, so well done. Also, that plush toy is so cute. Where did you get it from? If you're watching this, please comment below because I want to get one for myself too. So I guess the first thing that comes to my mind when I look at this cage is your toys are huge, like gigantic. I see that you have like huge wooden sticks in there. I'll just make sure that the material those are made out of is safe for chinchillas, but it's very cool how you made your own sub-level out of wood. I love that. You don't have a wheel in there, but that's okay because you told me that your chinchilla is only 3 months old, and I completely agree with you. You should definitely wait before you put a wheel in. Next up we have this one. It looks super good. You told me that you made it yourself. That's very impressive, and it looks super good quality, so well done for that. I see you have the poop guards in there, which I'm sure they help a lot, and also the chin spin. It looks very good. I can't really tell how tall your cage is from this picture, but I will definitely make sure that it's like similar height to the Feisty Ferret or Critter Nation cage. And also your chinchillas are so cute. Okay, so this cage that we have here is the Ferret Nation cage, I think. It looks like instead of fleece, you have the loose bedding in your cage. I'm pretty sure from my understanding that loose bedding requires more effort, and also sometimes you need to spend more money. But if it works for you, then go for it. You also told me that your dust bath is just in there for the sake of the photo, which is good. You don't want to keep your dust bath in there all day. And also you have a very cool looking flying saucer. I'm sure your chinchilla loves running on that. It's just a very good looking cage overall. Well done. Okay, so for this one, you're only using half of your cage because your chinchilla is too young, and also you don't have the wheel, which is good. The fleece looks super cute. I love those little drafts that you have on your fleece. Oh my god. But from what I can tell here, your cage looks super clean, is spotless, and you have a ton of toys in there, which I'm sure your chinchilla will love. So I can't wait to see what you'll do with the other half of the cage when your chinchilla grows up. So this next cage, it looks like you have the Critter Nation cage, which is good. Looking at that, it looks like you have towels covering the pans. I'm just not sure if that's the best idea. I would recommend you use fleece because it's a better material, and also you can make the liners so they are like fitted onto the pans. That way there's no way for your chinchilla to get to the pans and start chewing them because it's plastic, of course. I also see that you have 2 plastic huts in there. So plastic can be dangerous for chinchillas, so I would definitely be careful when putting plastic huts in your cage. So you do have the right cage, you just need to like make some small adjustments, maybe add some toys, and this cage will look perfect. This next one looks fantastic. I see you have tons of ledges in there, you have huts, you have fleece, you have a wheel. Overall, it's just a super good looking cage. I do see that on the ground you've set up some space for your chinchilla playtime, like you've chin-proofed some stuff, which is very good, but do correct me if that's for something else, I'm not sure. Alright, next up we have a 3-level cage. Like, wow, look at this thing. It looks super amazing. You have a lot of things in your cage. Since it's 3 levels, you can fit more. The poop guards look very cool. You have a lot of huts in there, and I think you've organized your cage extremely well. And also, let's just take a moment to appreciate how cute your chinchilla looks sitting there. Looking at this cage, I'm sure you spoil your chinnies a lot. Okay, so for the next cage, the first thing that I see is that you kind of have a lot of poop droppings on your fleece liners. I definitely recommend that you clean it up so your chinny can have a clean environment to stay in. Other than that, you have a chin spin, fleece, huts. You told me that your chinchillas are not plastic chewers, so you put the plastic hut in your cage. But I guess in my opinion, chinchillas shouldn't be around plastic because in case they do ingest that, it can be very dangerous. Okay, this one is an interesting cage. I've never really seen this one before. I love that hay rack that you have at the bottom. I think it looks very cool. I do see that the base of your cage is made out of plastic. I'm not sure how you're covering that, but I do recommend that you cover it. You also don't have a wheel in there. I'm not sure how old your chinchilla is, but if they're older than 6 months, I do recommend that you have a wheel in there. Other than that, your cage looks pretty good. I know that you told me you're getting a new cage, and I'm very excited to see how that turns out. Okay, next up we have this cage. I'm not sure how tall your cage is in this photo, but it looks a bit short. So I would definitely recommend maybe investing in a bigger cage, that way your chinny can be more happy jumping around. Your fleece looks super cute and I love that pattern, but I also do see that you have some plastic things in your cage, like that blue hut and the other blue thing at the top. So I would definitely recommend you don't put plastic things in your cage because chinchillas can chew the plastic and it can be very dangerous. Okay, this is the final cage. I see that you have a lot of levels in your cage, which is fantastic. And also, look at all those hammocks. They look super good. I also see that you have a chinchilla potty at the bottom. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but it looks good. Altogether, this cage looks fantastic. I do recommend that you put a couple more toys in there because right now I'm only seeing like 1 or 2 toys. Other than that, fantastic job. Okay, that's all I have for you today. If I did mention your cage in this video, let me know in the comments what you thought, and I will see you next week. Bye bye!